Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I know everybody's starting their week off after hopefully a very good and peaceful weekend. Uh, I'll start by saying this. Let's take a trip down memory lane, everybody. Uh, Remember when we was growing up, and we used to play little games either in the schoolyard or with our next door neighbors, and we'd be talking so much junk. And sometimes we would get out of line with our mouths, right? We might be talking about somebody's mama, your hair so nappy, who your pappy. Forgive me if I'm showing my age. But uh good morning worldwide, good morning cheeky. Right? And then we would just turn around and just say, you know what? Sticks and stones may break my bones. Hey me, good morning. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't know where we got that from, but I know now at this age, I think that's the biggest lie that we were told. Good morning, CC. That was the biggest lie we was ever told in life. That was in our childhood lives, right? Because like I said, we used to say so many disrespectful things to one another, but yet we were mad. So if words never hurt us, why was we so mad? Right? We have to understand that words have life. Words have consequences as well, right? We see all in the YouTube stratosphere that people say some of the craziest things, and they be talking about violence right after that, right? We see also that people be lying on people, but all of that extends from words. You can't lie without them. You can't tell the truth without them. You can't even speak without them. We can make facial features, facial gestures, point, and all of that. All right, that's quote unquote talking, but words. That's what triggers everything. That's what gets things moving around. In life. Not being all biblical, but in the beginning, the Bible says was the Word, and the Word was with God and was God. Right. So He spoke, and it came to be. Well, I think we taken that to the utmost level of creation because with our words we can create a friendship. With our words we can create a relationship. With our words we can cause chaos, we can destroy people, self-esteem, all of that, all because of our words, right? And I'm gonna just read this real quick. It isn't from the Bible, and it's coming from the book of James, chapter 3, and it goes, I'll start at chapter 8. Verse 9, excuse me. With our tongue, we bless our God and Father, and with it we curse men, who we have been made in the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceeds blessings and curses. My brethren, these things ought not be so, right? Because we have so much time, we have so much time to choose our words. I know in the heat of a moment we don't have that time. I know with time we can say the kindest things. We could turn around and say, hey, worldwide, you did a great job. Keep doing what you do. I could say, Cheeky, you are outstanding person. Be encouraged. And soon as somebody go crazy, mother, father, sister, brother, kiss my mother, father booty. Right? All of that is coming out of the same thing. So basically, we have to understand and learn how to choose our words correctly. Take time, renew our minds. Because some of our mindset is like, yo, listen, I wish a Negro would. You just curse him out. Nah, I get it. We're not perfect. And that's what the problem, that's the power of the tongue too. That's not, it's very hard to tame sometimes because our actions and our rages and our emotions get in the way of that. So we have to do better. The question is, how do we do better? One thing we can do is actually practice what we preach. You know, I know tough love will say, you know, your content is your character, but sometimes we get out of character. Sometimes we get taken there. And it could be for just a little bit of nothing. Yo, you said my hat is ugly. You said these skinny jeans don't fit. We just go crazy and just curse people out over anything. But why are we not choosing words of encouragement? Why are we not choosing words of love? I've come to find out on this platform that there are some awesome people, and the majority of y'all right now are in my chat. I really do appreciate you guys. Each one has put embedded something in me, whether it's encouragement, whether it's sound advice, how to how to weather these streets in YouTube, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with saying thank you. I appreciate you. You know, we got to be careful who we talking to when we say this next line. I love you, because some people can take a word of encouragement and turn it into a weapon. What you mean you love me? I don't go that route. What? But don't try to play me. Yo, what you talking about? Right, Meek. We got to speak with intention. The intention for some of us is to actually be genuine, actual to be compassionate, actually intention. We just got to speak the way we need to speak for the right reasons, right? We can't just keep going around just using words like they don't mean nothing, right? Just like when there's people that's going through something and they're tired, when they say they're tired. And like I told y'all before, for me, tired means a negative attribute. They're ready to do something to themselves. They're ready to give up. That's why when people say speak life, people are always looking like, speak life. I'm already living. Not literally, but speak it into existence. Speak it into the atmosphere. The same way we can speak doom and gloom is the same way we can speak life. Well, I ain't got no money. Oh, we're gonna lose. I'm gonna lose my home. I'm gonna lose my car. Oh, this relationship ain't working because I'm ready to give up. Instead of that, let's just say, hey, I am willing to work on this relationship. I am willing to bust my tail to keep my home. I am willing to do whatever it is to make you understand that I am for you. While it may seem like it's a minority in this stratosphere of YouTube, we can turn a small thing and make it a giant. The question is, do we have the patience to do that? Even though we know that one could win 1,000, and even though it just takes one to start a movement, the words that we speak, it has to be felt and it has to be genuinely received. But our hearts are so hardened because of so many things around us, so many people going through things, some people not recovering right. But we have to keep trying. We have to keep going with this. We have to really speak with the understanding that it can happen. The same way we know we got to go to work, why we can't know that we have to speak positively instead of negatively. Stop being sloppy with your words. Paint it like it's a paint your words like it's Van Gogh or Leonardo da Vinci or whoever kind of artist is that you like. And if it's rap, you can speak like KRS-One. That's one thing about old school rap. When KRS-One was rapping, he had an intent to enlighten us with what he was saying, what was going on. Right? I guess, with this new rap, I don't really follow it, but I don't see it as positive as it was back in the day. R&B. The R&B is not the lovey-dovey that we used to know. Now it's, doing wops and things like that. It's not the same because we're taking our words for granted. We're taking these words and just misusing certain words, misusing our tongue, period. All because of what? Just to make a dollar, just to come up. Well, why we can't come up spiritually? Why we can't come up righteously? Not even spiritually, doing the right thing. You know what I mean? If we do the right thing, he's so silly me. We can come up. Prosperity is not always about finances. You can be prosperous in your way of life with peace in your life instead of chaos and mayhem. What's wrong with telling somebody, like I said, you are awesome? Instead of, yo, use a piece of, you know. And I know there's people in the bushes, right? There may be a lot of people in the bushes. Like I said before, be a ram in the bush. Speak life and speak it into somebody that needs that life to be spoken into. We don't always have to do doom and gloom. The world is consumed with it as bad as it is already. The question is, what could you do? What can you say to get somebody out of it? You got a tough day at work? Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. Encouragement could go a long way. But instead of that, we just sit there and nod our head and won't even say nothing. That's not my problem. But guess what? It can be your problem because if you care about a person, they're falling. They're falling. How long are you going to let them fall? When are you going to say, you know what? Enough is enough. Let me pick you up. We have to do these things. We need to start with ourselves first. That's why we got to continually examine ourselves. Hold ourselves accountable if something goes wrong if we are involved with it. If we're not, then that's a different scenario. I'm not going to sit here and let people fight if it's avoidable. If I claim to love peace, I need to spread the peace. Not nobody on here fighting, but I'm just saying, I'll just use y'all as an example. Cheeky and me get in a little argument about something. We need to find a common ground, a foundation to set the peace straight. Yeah, you know what? I apologize, Meek. Cheeky, I apologize. Oh, Cheeky, I'm so proud of you. I meant to tell you that the other day. I'm very proud of you. You try to get me the other day, but it's all right. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. See, even that encouraged me, right? Just you saying a couple of words encouraged me. It allowed me to see, like, hey, I will do something that I normally wouldn't do just for a person that I feel is special. And I truly felt that right there. So I thank you, Cheeky, because no. But I'm just saying, we be in the background, me and my cougar girls, we be in the background and joking and stuff like, yo, you get up there, you get up there. No, you get up there. I want you to get up there. But when you did it, I understood why you did it. Even though everybody else thought it was funny, I took it sincerely. I took it as Cheeky cared enough to just let me, listen, there's no need. It's not about being afraid. It's about going and doing the task that you feel like you have to do. And that was an example for me. So I thank you, Cheeky. Right. But I'm saying, guys, that's what we need to do. We ain't always got some, like I said before, actions could be words. But for the most part, words, when we say it, it has meaning. And it ain't just out of a dictionary. Your words can be actionary. It can be a literal verb like go, push, go, and talk. All right, let's not say that right now because we are in our emotional feeling and we may not be able to take it back. We have to discipline ourselves to say things that's encouraging and hold back the things that we know will, be a problem. Because I know the other day I was kind of worried, you know, without naming names, people was, having a conversation and it went a little left. Now my thing is I hope I hope it wasn't a big thing. But as long as you have the words to, conversate about it and, you know, I was wrong or I was wrong or all right, let's just sweep this up and put it in the garbage and, start anew. That's what we need to do. We gotta be speaking right. If we ain't speaking right, we shouldn't speak at all. But like I said, I know there's gonna be times where we throw all things out the window. Like Meek been cursing like a sailor, but I ain't said nothing because I understand. You got to understand what the predicament is. Some people will be so excited or so anxious or so nervous of something that they'll say the things that comes natural to them. Mother, father, screw your mama. Your mama was a garden tool. Your daddy ain't sugar honey iced tea. You thought I was gonna say it, me, right? Ha. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, it be those moments that'll trigger you. I don't like seeing hit and run Meek. I don't like seeing road rage Selena. I really don't. But I understand it because people, it's like a little bird that just keep picking, pick, 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 pick. They want to see you come out of your character. They want to see what's under that beauty that is inside each and every one of us. Yes, man, you're beautiful too. Pause, no homo, whatever you want to call it. But we are beautiful creatures. We are beautiful beings. And there's nothing wrong when in saying that. We just gotta understand it's a truth in one person's eye, and it may be something that needs to be encouraging into your hearts, your ears, your mind. We have to stop being afraid of saying things like that. Like I said before, I know it's hard for men to say, yo, I love you, man. Keep it up, man. Yo, I appreciate, well, the furthest most men will go, I appreciate you, dog. Peace, God. Nah, man, I love what you're doing, man. I love you for doing what you do. It don't have to be it's not a romantic gesture. Love is more than just romance. Love is an emotion that can carry somebody to the highest of heights. It can never lower nobody down to nothing because love is an uplifter. It's an encouraging word. It's a life builder. So what's wrong with saying, you know what, I love you. Love you worldwide. I love you. Bust it down, Brown. Shut up, me. Get out my brain. Right? What's wrong with that? Why is that so hard for us to say? You know what I mean? It should never be that hard. If you really genuinely feel that way about somebody, you should come out and say it. And it don't have to be a romantic gesture. Because it's easy. It's easy as it is to say, I hate you. I can't stand that person. Why is it so hard for us to say the encouraging stuff? I love you. Keep up the good work and things like that. Why is it so hard for some of us? Sometimes it's hard for me, especially if you don't like that person. So you know what you do? I wish you the best. Sometimes your kind word can heap coals on somebody's head because they're not expecting you to do that, right? They're not expecting you to say, "Yo, I know this person don't like me, but they're wishing me the best of luck, and they still trying to encourage me." Why? I can't stand that person. That's cheeky. That's so true. But you know what? At the end of the day, and it is, I don't. It may sound crazy. That's not your problem. It'll be your problem if you don't say it, right? Somebody coming at you. All right, have a good day. Even if you didn't mean it with sincerity, it's still going to harm that person because it's the kindness of the statement. Have a nice day. I just curse you out. You want me to have a nice day? Oh man, I can't stand them even more. But they won't even bother you because that last remark will keep them at arm's length, maybe even further after you say it. But we have to learn how to do it. We have to learn how to say it and have it with no holds bar. It's okay to say it. It's okay to practice it, you know, but it's going to be up to us, the talker, the one with the kind heart, the one that's not into things for battle, the one that loves peace, the one that cares, the one that's genuine. If you know somebody's going through something, like I say, if you need an ear, I'm here. That can take something so far. You don't know what type of life you could be saving. You could save a life just by saying that. And I know, and you know what the most funny part about that is when you say that, their response is, I don't want to be a burden. You can't be a burden if I meant it with sincerity. If I'm telling you I'm willing to help you, I'm being for real about it. Meek, all those people that was helping you to move, what if none of them said that? Which one of them said that and didn't mean it? Yeah, could you help me move this furniture? You know, I'll get back to you in a second. That means they ain't gonna do it. The first thing they're gonna say is, where do you want it to go? You wanted to go here? Okay. And if they see you carrying something heavy, most men will say, hey, that's too heavy for you. I got you. This is why it seems like men are not protecting women because there's a line of miscommunication that ain't been talked about. We can't keep hating each other and expect love to come out of the hate. That's not possible. But here we are, we're still expecting that. Some of us have family problems. Oh, I don't like the way they cook their food, or I don't like the way they talk to me, and even though I'm a family member. If y'all don't understand that the first place of love that you're supposed to receive is from your family, that's where the wordplay all begins. Your household. Could you imagine if your mama said she couldn't stand you on a constant level? You would be a rotten kid. And maybe that's happened. And maybe that's why some of these people on the YouTube streets are doing what they're doing. But I know a mother that says, I love you. Baby, if you're sick, I'll take care of you. That's what mothers do. They nurture. So if you ain't got that nurturing person in your life, you ain't going to understand what I'm talking about right now. And even though fathers are made to be stern, they have their moments of love too. They have their moments of encouraging words too. Baby, I suggest you don't do that because if you do that, you're gonna get stuck behind the eight ball. Especially for you know, these daddy's little girls, because you know, they love their daughters. Just like a mama loves their son. I don't know why it's like that, but that's just the way it is. Even though it works, it can work for either parent and either child, the sex of the child. But you know, for some reason, A boy will flock to his mom when things go wrong, and a woman will flock. A girl will flock to their dad. They just want to. They want that hug. They want like hugging. That's encouraging. It's not a verbal word, but it's telling you I'm here for you. Holding hands means I like you. There's certain action and that looks at words, but right now I really want to talk about words. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. I love you. Those are free words. We make it seem like it's worth $1 million and we don't want to give it up. That is absurd. That's sad. That says more about us than the actual words that we're supposed to be speaking. It's in each and every one of us. The question is why we don't use it. What has hardened our heart to where we can't say these words? You know what, Cheeky? If you don't stop it, well, guess what? If your mom was making you laugh, that means she felt like you needed a laugh without her telling you that. That's how I would have took that, right? That's how I would take things, right? Like Meek with her little "Busted Down Brown" song. It's for me, but it's also for her too, because she'll get out of that negative aspect, whatever's bothering her. She'll sing that song and she'll just start laughing all day long. I love that song. I'm still waiting for that song. We could put that on this. We could put that on as a start music for me. Go ahead, Meek, you hired. But the point is that we can do it. It's not about anybody else. Sometimes, like I said, we have to examine ourselves why we ain't doing it. With growth comes accountability. You can't grow without holding yourself accountable. Because if you're going to do the things that you do without no accountability, you're going to look insane because you're doing the same thing over and over and over. It's okay to say these things. It's okay to speak life. But why not? Ain't nobody trade you. Atmosphere, come out to Bush and tell me she back on the job. But even with that, right? Now, just imagine me. Just what you just said. You traded me. Just imagine if we wasn't joking and you really felt that way. Right? The best thing I can say is, you know what, Mika, I would apologize if you felt that way. I hope you forgive me. I'm asking for your forgiveness. I know forgiveness is hard for some. But if I extended the olive branch, that's me saying, without words, that I'm ready to make peace. That may be foreign to some. It may not be acceptable by others. But that's what I'm saying. It's time for us to speak words of life. Stop living in these words of lies. Stop lying on people. Stop saying I didn't say that. You said it, but you know in the back of your mind you said what you said. All because you was upset. While the tongue is a thing that we can't control, for a lot of us it's our emotions. Because with the emotions come, wrath, rage, instead of some people their emotions of love, compassion, and peace, they usurp that with malice and chaos and rage. And when those things come out, you say things that are not nice. But it's up to us, guys. It's up to us to really find out who we are. Are we that person that's gonna, rip you apart with your words? Because a word can, words are stronger than rocks. Wrong could be stronger than a knife. Because at the end of the day, it's cutting your soul if you don't say the nice thing. I hate your guts and I hope that you die. That is very hurtful. It ain't cutting your skin, it's cutting your soul. Like, damn, what made you say that about me? You don't like me? What did I do to offend you? But if you turn around and say, you know what? Selena, forgive me for stealing your line. I love you like Reese's Pieces. I love you to Reese's Pieces. I used to tell people I love you like cooked food. Yeah, what the hell that mean? I said, yo, don't you need when you cook? Don't you want the food? Don't you cook all the time? Yeah, okay. So I love you that much. I need you that much. I need you around me that much. If I do something often, that's what I mean. If you love candy, I love you like a Snicker bar. No, I can't go without my day. I can't go through my day without that Snicker bar. I love you that much. No matter how you put it, if you put the word love in there, they have to understand that you're trying to be, positive, sincere, genuine. But if you say things like hate, I wish you die, things of that nature, they gonna be okay. That's not for me. We got to work on ourselves. We got to work on our situations, and for those that are going through family issues, we have to work those out too. You know what, me? I love you, me. I do. I truly, truly do. But I understand that's you, right? You rather avoid a situation than go through it, and I respect that because some people don't have that level of tolerance to keep going back and forth. I just suggest, you know what, you right, and keep it moving. I would say, okay, I appreciate what you're saying and keep it moving, even if I don't agree with it, just to stop it. I don't want to ignore nobody because I want somebody to feel like they're important. If you make them not feel important, that's more hurtful than anything. Because if I ignore, for example, we all in the chat now. If somebody says hi to me and I ignore them, I know they'll probably say that what did I do that he ain't, or maybe he's just typing, or maybe he didn't see it. But if we are all in the chat, we know somebody said hi if we're paying attention. And especially if your name is highlighted, you know it's going to show it to you because your name is highlighted. So what's wrong with saying, "Oh, okay, hello. I'm sorry, I was busy typing or whatever it was," instead of not responding to it. I normally go all the way up to the beginning of the chat when I come on when I being a moderator, I go through the chat just in case if I miss somebody. Oh my God, I miss Worldwide. Oh my God, I miss Meek. Oh my God, I miss Cheeky. How the Sam Hill did I miss Cheeky? That's my girl. That's my people. I will never miss my cougars, but sometimes it's possible that I can. So I have to stay on point and say, you know what? Let me go ahead and look at this thing. Oh my God. And especially those with the bigger chats. As Selena chat is growing, I go through that just for, on purpose. I think Meet yesterday I found out about what was his name? See Me Rock. He telling me this is his first time on YouTube. I checked it. I pushed the button, go to channel, and it said he's been a new member since October 25th, 2023. Now, for some of us, that might be strange because YouTube been around for a while. But you see the kindness that I showed him. What I do? Okay, in the bush means this that. So me like, oh, you doing a tutorial? I'm like, no, I'm just trying to get the person to understand what's going on. What that means. If they're new, they won't understand what's going on. That's the kindness that you can show. Even though I typed it, those are the words that I wanted to display to them. Through the words, some people like reading in between lines. So if he did read in between the lines, he should understand that, hey, I'm trying to make sure that you understand what's going on here, what's going on this page. I don't got to do that with Cheeky because Cheeky words, when Cheeky posts, that thing be on point, even though I ask the questions. I ask the questions, one, for me, and two, for people that may not want to ask the question, but, Cheeky will give us the information anyway. Especially like the Black Pope, Cheeky. Remember, I asked you about the Black Pope. You put the Pope down there. How many people do that? How many people you think might have researched just to fact check you? Even if it was just to prove you wrong, you got them to do some work. So words can encourage, words can kill. My question is, which one are we going to use going forward? Each and every one of us. Those that are here, those that may watch the replay, right? I appreciate that, Chiggy. But like I said, if I don't ask questions, I got to sharpen. If they say if iron sharpens iron, in this case, if I'm asking questions, I'm asking the question so you can go ahead and do the research. So even that, in saying that, my words encourage you to continue your research, even though you may have been doing it in spite of that. But it's like, okay, somebody's intrigued about my post, my short stories. So let me go ahead and polish it up so that way they can understand where I'm coming from. Words. We're using words for the good. We're not just using words to just speak. We're not just talking out of both sides of our mouth. I'm talking with sincerity about a question. I'm typing it in this particular case, and you respond in said manner. You know, that's the thing that we don't understand. We can't just be running around here talking idly. Idle minds is the devil playground. So as long as it's idle, we be making up words that don't even make sense, talking smack about things that ain't right, lying on people just because our mind is idle. We're not doing anything productive with it. We're not doing anything out of sincerity with it. Make your words count. Make them count. And those that don't, know how to speak, I suggest you tighten up your vocabulary, improve it, because there will be some people that'll change their vocabulary for the worse. You can never improve for the worse. You will turn around and say, screw you. Oh, me? How you feeling? You must not be driving. Are you pulled over? How you doing this and driving? The funny thing, me, and I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't going to do a live, but I just felt like I had to say this because, you know, I'm watching people content and I'm just listening to people say some of the dumbest things. It makes you look dumb when you don't know how to speak. Okay, block game. CC YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think y'all all nice. I don't know what these people be doing to bother y'all, but it has to be something. Cause I can't even envision y'all mad. I know you can be, but I just don't see it. That means you got some rest, Meek, and I'm proud of you. I knew you would be a little nervous about, not nervous, but excited about the trip. But, you know, normally if you would have I don't even know if you did live. If you do a live when I get off, I'll travel with you to Virginia. North Carolina, you about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours away, maybe. Depending, well, you're on 95, so. Right, and that's the thing, right? We don't never do nothing to people, but yet they have the. Sometimes our good content, our good character is the thing that sparks it, right? You know, when I think about Selena and what she goes through, I think it's because she's trying to do the best that she can. She really believes in promoting other people, and then with good, bad is when you do right, evil's lurking behind you. So whoever got a beef with the person she may be interviewing, they may have a beef. And then they'll start disliking her. Oh, well, because you thought you was better than me, and this, that, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. Selena's an awesome person. I think she's, well, people may act like she's Oprah or they compare her to Oprah. I would tell Selena to take that as a compliment because not everybody know how to talk to people. And another thing is not everybody is willing to be as patient as us and make them feel comfortable to have that conversation. Her words are gentle when she's not being provoked, which I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat will be, and everybody that catch the replay is. We're not out here looking for negative words, but we know we gotta. It's like we put it in our back pocket just in case. It's just like when back in the days when older when ladies used to walk around with a sock full of pennies or a sock full of coins, just in case somebody try to get me. Right? You prepare for it. Now we're preparing our words just in case. Yeah, people were just gonna do that. You know, I would, I I, I want to know, but I'm serious. Like CC gives, she give heart warming, gentle words of good morning or keep up the good word and things like that. I'm not gonna push it, but like I did with Cheeky, I just wanted to hear your voice. I wanted a voice to the name, and I got my answer. I felt the sincerity when Cheeky was like, "All right, I was just up here because Gary wanted me to come up here," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, she did that for me." She didn't even say much, but her words in that particular case was her action, and it made me feel very, very humble and important at the same time. My course, okay, CC, why you don't want the people? Not that you don't want them to know you, but I mean, I know you speak to certain people, but why is it that you don't think people would want to know you for you? It's not about everybody, but it's about you. You know, your words mean something. That's all I'm saying. Everybody in the chat, words mean something. Everybody that's gonna watch the replay, their words are gonna mean something. It ain't, we can't let that one idiot or that one negative person stop us from being who we are. And I truly believe that you guys are awesome. And I've never met you before. I've never heard your voice, but your words that you type is the only way I can judge you. And through your typing, I can say that I truly believe that you are a kind-hearted person. I believe everybody's here is a kind-hearted person. Because why would you be here if I'm only speaking about positive things? I know, like I said, sooner or later, oh my God, got them now. But I just know that people just ain't gonna understand it at times. But I just think that you are nice enough to where people will accept you, and we can't allow that one bad apple bother a bunch. But we just got to keep speaking good words, positive words. Well, I tell you what, I agree with that, Cheeky. But if we're preparing ourselves, the first thing we have to do, we have to be around like-minded people. Not to sharpen us, one, prepare us, but also to get the words that we can say, "Oh Lord, you is not a victim." And if you are a victim crying, it's time to cry victory over the victimhood. It's just time. Your testimony of being a victim will make you victorious. And so, because of that, but even if you like, let's just say we're afraid to step out into the light, right? I'll use me. Everybody, well, you girls, you ladies, was so encouraging of me to start it. Push the button. Go ahead, talk. You have good words. And I'm like, I don't think I'm ready. I know, no, we got you. We gonna be there with you. Your support means everything. So now for you, CC, I'm gonna return the favor. I got you. I'm here for you. If you feel like you can actually do it, I'm with you. I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Meek be making some Meek be up all hours of the night. If I catch it, I catch it. But a lot of the times I do catch it. And the first thing I would tell her, like, Meek, I'll apologize if I missed it. It was 4 in the morning, girl. I'm not getting up for that. I'm not all the way up for that. And she's like, yeah, I understand. But the thing is, when you rock with somebody, you're gonna be there for the majority of it. And hopefully, if they step out of line, hey Meek, you said something crazy, right? What you mean I said something crazy? You said 1+1 is 3 instead of 2. Oh, thank you for catching that. But that's what we're supposed to do. I already subscribe. It's so crazy. I subscribe to CC. She don't even be checking. I know she has something in her. God has given her something, to give to us. Not just us, but for somebody else. Yeah. But now it's time for somebody to rock with you, CC. You don't know who you don't know who you can save at the same time. Your word could be encouraging. It's like a pebble, right? When you throw the pebble in the water, it skips, but it causes the ripples to spread out. I believe that's in you too. I do. I'm not laughing. Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to be serious. But I think you have that in you too, right? Like like I said, she got up there and she just spoke just to shut me up, and it was awesome. But she speaks in other ways. I need you to, I know you have a way to communicate. I don't care if you do short stories. Communicate so people can see how special you are. We are talking about words, but just communicate so people can see you for you, not for the haters in the background, not for the haters in the bushes. Do it because you truly believe that you're doing the right thing, and I promise you, it'll help somebody. Like I said, if it wasn't for you guys encouraging me, I wouldn't have did this. I truly got on here, to support the family. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Cheeky. She got to get up there. Don't say awful things about me in chat. I'll be mad as heck. Oh, no, don't use heck now. Mad as heck. Express my anger to friends, but on this app, I stay on my purpose, and it's hard. Got to remember my why daily. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, if you speak, but you see what you do, me, you speak kindly in spite of. Your words are nice in spite of what's around you. So if it's nice because of that, if it's nice in spite of, it's heaping coals on people's head because they're so anxious to hear a negative word that when you speak a positive word, it's like, yo, they'll stop bothering you. I promise you that. CC, I'm shy too. I really am. You heard the first one. I was over there, blip, 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 blip. I don't even know what I was saying half the time. It was blip, 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 blip. I'm stuttering and things like that. Yeah, but see, the question is, I can't speak. Like, I think your kindness, since we're talking about words, your kindness speaks volumes, right? And because it speaks volume, and for the most part, where y'all be viewing things is a bunch of negative people. It's like if you go to the Coliseum, you're gonna have 95% of the people wanting to see a fight. And if you ain't one of those people that's trying to see the fight, they'll try to start the fight with you. So they're trying to get you off of your viewpoints, your kindness, which is your words of being, but not verbally, but you speaking in your actions. That's why I tell you, words kill. And just like I tell y'all kindness in the chat, it can uplift somebody. It's been times that somebody said something, and I just prayed for them right in the chat. Why? Because sometimes you feel like they need that positive word. We can be game changers, guys. Our actions could be just as loud as our verbal words. Words give life. Your actions can be your words, and it can give life. But you're right. We all do need prayer, and sometimes we gotta pray enough. We gotta pray so much that it's like the walls of Jericho. You go around it a certain amount of times, it's gonna fall, even if you get it cracked. They say the little bit of light can defeat an entire room of darkness, because that little bit of light will allow you to see things. The only way it'll dim is if you block it. We have to learn not to block our words, not to block our actions, which for some of us is our words. We got to learn how to not block it. Sometimes we got to get out of our own way. If we do that, we can go to places that we never thought we can go. We can touch people that we never thought we can touch. So, I just believe that with our words, we can save some people. We can, we can we could turn a negative into a positive. I believe that. I just hope that for those that are doubting themselves, they can see it within themselves. Just apply it to your life. Apply a positive word. Just try saying good morning to a stranger. Go knock on your neighbor. Go check on your neighbor and see what happens. Y'all, the quiet ones always have the best words when they're on their A game. But when you step on their toe, boy, ooh wee, I could see you, cheeky. You stepped on my pinky toe. You stepped on my pinky toe. I'm gonna cut you. Especially if they didn't say sorry. I can see you doing that, cheeky. But I can also see you embracing somebody with your words. CC as well. Mika always. We can all do it. But it's gonna be up to us to figure out if we can do it. Yeah, it's just like that misnomer. You gotta watch those quiet ones, boy. They dangerous. Why the quiet one just why the quiet one just can't be quiet until it's time for her to speak or him to speak, and you don't know what they're gonna say. It's like the shy singer in the background, and then they just come out and just start singing. Got a voice from heaven. That's how some of us are. We got words from heaven, but we just don't like using it because of our environment. That's okay. But the longer you hold on to it, it's not helping you. But when you speak it, it can help somebody else. Well, guys, I tried to get to an hour, but I'm running out of words, and I know Meek. She gonna do a live in about 10 minutes. She gonna pull over and start a live. and tell my, hey guys, I'm all the way in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then she's gonna try to sing us a song. But I thank you guys for hearing me out. I truly do hope that these things can help you. It encourages you, you know. But just remember, words give life and they take life. If we prefer to give life, let's speak about it. And if we're not, let's just keep our mouths closed. Funny thing, I'm naturally quiet. Learn to speak. Where you learned that at? Girl, you ain't just learned that. You did not learn that. Okay, do your praise and worship. You still praising and worship in the car? I'm just saying. But yeah, I just like I said, I thank you guys for coming by. I just, I know that you guys have it in you. Sometimes we gotta break out of, we gotta break down our walls. If we're shy, we can do other things. We can still make a comment without verbally speaking. Words give life. Okay, Meek says she commanded y'all speak. But I know Cece, she's awesome. I know she all the way in cackalack. Me, Cece, I ain't forget about what we supposed to been speaking about with Mr. Date over there. But we'll have that conversation down the road. But even with that, you made a person feel important. That's what you do. You make people feel. Don't start. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But you know, we just gotta continue to be encouraging. Yeah, thank you. We gotta continue to be encouraging. Words give life. That's my word for the day. Word gives life. It can bring death, but we rather give life. Let's give the word of life uh, a fertile ground to be planted on. You guys are the sun and the water that will help it grow. And as long as y'all continue to do that, this seed can grow. That's all I got, guys. Once again, thank you for showing up. I hope that you guys have a good day, even though Mondays is the worst day because you're still trying to relax from Sunday. But I do hope that you guys have a good rest of your day. I know some of y'all, well, I know Mickey's driving, but if you at work, well, depending on where you guys are at, hey, that's later, Cheeky, because I think Selena be on. I think she's doing a live tonight. We'll party over there. Uh, let's just go on out there and start our week off with a positive note. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'll catch up with y'all later. Y'all continue to be a blessing to those y'all encounter, and I'll holler at y'all later.